All right, here we are back for another show.
Yes.
We are
Cheers.
on Krystal B and Cheetah-Re. Cheers. Cheers, cheers, cheers. How we doing?
Good. How y'all doing?
Cheetah, I'm loving that new do you're sporting.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Absolutely. That
You
hair
like
is
what?
rocking.
Oh,
I'm loving
Your
that.
hair looks good.
Thanks. Oh, okay.
You even look younger too, actually. You look
I
good.
know. I think
All right.
I think when I put the braids in, I do look younger.
You do.
That's
I
the
tell
key.
you. Yeah, no, absolutely. Loving that right there. Loving that hair. So what's everybody know about this whole thing with DMX passing? Anybody know aside from a heart attack?
No, I don't know, but
I
it could be
didn't
a
hear
lot of
anything
things. You know, he used to do drugs and everything, old age,
Yeah.
poor eating habits. Could be a lot of things.
Krystal,
But-
did you say old age?
Old age. Because, you know, like depending on his eating habits, and he was doing drugs.
That
And,
ages
you know,
you.
he's getting older. So, yeah.
Mhm. Krystal, you said old age. The man died at 50.
At 50? Why do you think he was older than that?
Because he was looking rough.
Right? He was
He was-
looking a little rough.
hmm
I think it was his past. That's why.
That was great. Krystal, that's hilarious. That was great. Old
Yeah,
age, and Travesty just rolled in. Travesty Ya Majesty on the air.
Hey,
He's coming.
What's
Hey,
up?
Trav.
There he
Hey,
is.
everybody.
what's up?
Travesty, we got
I'm
a little
usually-
worried
I'm
about you there. We
usually
didn't think you were
the
going to make it.
last person to
Yeah.
jump in. Trav, you took my place today.
We thought you might have been broken up over DMX, Trav. You didn't want to come on.
Man, I am broken up over DMX, man. That was my boy.
Yeah, I am a little bit too.
Well, I just want to let you know, Krystal said he died of old age.
No, I said because of his old age. Because
You
he
said old
had
age.
diabetes. Oh, whatever.
Well, look, I do have somewhere to be a little around 7 today, so I'm gonna be logging off a little early, around 6:40. So
Okay. Well, we got a guest coming on at 6:15 supposedly, so
Okay.
we'll see what happens with that. But aside from DMX, really depressing about DMX. I mean, I love DMX too. I love them. You know, I love his whole style was great. Trav, I was wondering if you heard about what was going on in Peachtree, Texas, with this guy at the AOK luxury dealership. Did you hear about that?
I've never even heard of Peachtree, Texas. What is that?
No, Peachtree, Georgia, Peachtree, Atlanta, like right in Atlanta. I think it's
you
Peachtree.
said, I thought you said Peachtree, Texas. Didn't
Wait,
he say
maybe I
Peachtree,
did.
Texas?
Peachtree in Atlanta, that's big. The street.
Yeah, well,
Well, yeah, Peachtree's everywhere in Atlanta, but I thought you said Texas. But
yeah. Well,
what happened,
something happened. There was a guy that was demanding his last paycheck from this luxury dealership he worked at, AOK Walker or something like that. It's called AOK Walker Luxury. I don't know. So they got so aggravated with this guy because he was demanding his last paycheck. Apparently, he didn't work up to the job, even though there was a whole bunch. Of course, the whole situation with COVID hindered this guy a lot because he had to get his daughter at 5 o'clock and the whole big thing. But anyway, to make a long story short, the dealership got so ticked off at this guy, they literally dumped 91,500 pennies on the guy's driveway. There's your last check.
That's messed up.
That's
That would make me
petty.
even more mad. I'll be like,
Yo, that's petty.
disrespect me like that?
I got a special guest host coming in. Here she comes.
All right, let's get on.
She's coming in. No, this is the guest host. She's coming on right now.
Oh, Wilhelmina.
Wilhelmina.
Hello.
What's up?
Hey, Wilhelmina, you in the car rolling like me.
Yes. How you doing, my sister? How's
I'm
everything?
good. How are you?
Wilhelmina, you made it on. All right, you know what? I prefer the car as opposed to a Walmart, so that works.
Yes. And then I can roll up the windows if there's any crashes this time in the background.
Okay.
Hey, Wilhelmina, we were just talking about DMX. What are your thoughts on DMX?
Oh, it's sad. I loved DMX as a teenager. He definitely reminded me. I used to jam to him all the time, and my basketball team, we used to come out on some of his music as a start off for our lineup. So yeah,
Wow.
I feel for him and his family. You know.
Yeah.
I was young too, 50. I was young.
Well, apparently Krystal claims it's not young, but you know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Krystal said he died of old age.
No, on top of many things. Oh my gosh.
Krystal, that was great. You're not gonna be able to get away from that, Krystal. Well, you know what?
50's right around the corner for me and you, Peter. Now we know what she think about us.
No.
Hey, listen,
Different.
Krystal already said we're old. As soon as she found out we grew up in like the 80s, oh yeah, you guys are old.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm at that point where I'm like, oh my gosh, my eggs has how many years?
Let me tell you, you know what's wild? Let me tell you what's wild. When you're filling out a form online and you got to get to your birth year and you're just scrolling up.
Yeah,
trying to get to
and
your
it's
birth
like
year.
I love that. It's like
2000s, 90s, 80s. I'm like, dang, I'm way down there.
I'm like, oh.
And at the bottom part of the 70s too, I'm like, dang, 76, 75. There it is, 70. Might as well just go to 60.
I used to laugh when I would see my parents' birth year. I'm like, 1946, damn. You know, but now here it is. I'm scrolling down to that. I'm like, oh my God, 1974, really? I don't even know where to begin with that. But Trav, seriously, the other thing that might aggravate you about that guy I was talking about who got the 91,500 pennies delivered to his driveway, the dealership he was working at soaked the pennies in brake fluid, so he couldn't even pick them up. It was just dumped on his driveway.
Oh man,
That's so
just total
petty.
disrespect. And where do you even get that
That's
many pennies anyway?
I don't know. That is wild, right?
They went through all that trouble to disrespect him. Like, no, we're gonna get him 91,000 pennies. That's what we're gonna do. Just to show you how much, how much we, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, you guys want to hear something even crazier than that? Okay, that was crazy, right? Wilhelmina, you probably heard about this. You're in New York. You're up in New York. And Krystal, you probably heard about this. They spotted dolphins in the East River.
Yes, I saw the video.
What was that all about?
I hear about that. That is news to me.
Yeah.
What's this?
I don't know what happened there. They spotted dolphins in the
That
East
was
River. I'm
last
surprised.
week, I think.
Yeah, it was last week, I think. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I can't get over that because, you know, I'm amazed those dolphins didn't disintegrate in that water. You
Right,
know?
that's what I'm trying to say.
I remember swimming. The thought of swimming in the East River was like, ew. And then now they have beaches along there, and I'm looking at people swimming. I'm like, you don't know.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm like, I would never even dip my toe in that water. You kidding me?
Oh, that's gross.
Automatic feet fungus.
Maybe
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think it changed that much, you know, because like in Williamsburg, they have the waterfront and then I just see the kids, but I don't want to say like, it's just like, you could tell that they're foreign. They're not New Yorkers, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
You know? I was like, okay.
It should tell you all you need to know, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not getting that.
Don't go swimming in the East River. Never.
Oh.
Oh my God. I mean, the fact that dolphins are swimming, I don't know. How did the dolphins even get there? That's what I don't get. They must have come in through Brooklyn and then come into the river somehow. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
So beyond. It's weird.
Yeah. That is weird.
Maybe they came. Wilhelmina, could they have come in through Staten Island? Maybe down through Staten Island. That's right.
I don't know. On those cargo ships. I don't.
Maybe. Somebody dumped the dolphins in there.
An illegal contraband, and they got loose.
Contraband.
Somebody might, you know what? Somebody might have been importing some pet dolphins. Like, you know what? Dump them in the river. They're gonna catch us.
We're gonna hear Siberian tigers on the loose. Like, how the that happened?
You know what? Seriously. Let's be honest. Those dolphins didn't make it out of there. Those dolphins are down at the bottom. They're done. They're like, what the hell are we swimming in? Forget it. They're done.
Right.
It's all over.
Like,
so, Wilhelmina, what have you been up to? What's the word? What's going on lately?
Well, school a lot, but I've been working on my next Unity rally. I'm trying to figure out when's the best date to do it. I want to do it in the summertime. Definitely something outdoorsy so everyone can practice safe social distancing. And I want to have a meeting with my local leaders. I want to know what they want. I want to know what they have to say. How come they are, what changes are we looking for? We see people that are coming up, all the different factions. Asian Lives Matter now is coming up, and a lot of things are coming to the surface. So it's about, what do we want? What's the end game? And I want to have a closed door sit down meeting with these individuals, these activist leaders, and see what laws do we want to fight for, and how can we come together? You know, we need to unite. Everyone's fighting for different fractions. I see the propaganda, you know. I've been watching the Asian attacks, but they keep on showing Black individuals, which to me, I look at it as an attempt to divide two communities that always thrived side by side together, you know. And so it's just, you know, how do we bring everyone together? How do we get everyone to the table to say, this is the change we want, and then start rallying for that? So that's the next step. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Boy, you're busy. You got a lot going on.
Yeah. And just went through midterms.
Yeah. Did you ace it? Did you ace the midterms? Did you ace your midterm?
Okay, so I'm getting A's on my homework assignments, but apparently my midterms, I'm getting B's and just B's. I want A's though. I wanna go to NYU, so I want to study international law eventually. So I need NYU grades to get in. So yeah, so I'm struggling with that, but it's fun. I'm having fun learning.
Well, that's good.
That's good.
Listen, let me tell you something about you. Huh? What was that, Cheetah?
I had fun in school.
You had fun in school, Cheetah?
Well, you know, I went to school after. I didn't go right after, you know, high school, and then I did online because I went to Strayer online. So I just did it to get my degree. It wasn't like I enjoyed college, like in the college atmosphere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sure.
What's your degree? What's your degree?
Oh, business administration, a bachelor's.
Oh, okay.
Business.
So I get to learn the laws and see. It's funny for me. It's learning like, oh, these are chess pieces. How do we maneuver this? How do we get this going? And it's funny what I learned. One thing I've learned is that if you want make judicial reform, you have to make it a trend amongst the people to talk about it, or else they won't even address it. They won't even look at it. And it could violate all the constitutional rights all you want, but if it's not a public opinion that's that the public is focused on, then it's just something that they'll either not address it or delay addressing it until it becomes important enough to address it. So,
right. Great. Yeah, absolutely.
I have to go get me a drink, guys. Hold on 1 second.
All right. Wait a minute, Peter. Wait a minute. Hold on. You're not getting any more of that Long Island iced tea, are you? Because remember what happened last time Wilhelmina was on the show.
Last time Wilhelmina was on too. Yeah.
That's not the one I drink.
No.
It's called a Strong Island iced tea, by the way. Strong Island iced tea.
Right.
It should be cool.
No, I'm not going to do that one. I don't know. I'm going to go see. I'm going to get something so I could do a cheers, because I was in the car. Now I'm at my home, so I need to do a cheers. Hold on.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. All right. Well, I just want to let you know we have our guest waiting in the waiting room right now. She is literally getting ready to open a spa in Brooklyn right during a pandemic.
Wow.
And she has an interesting story to tell. And I definitely want to bring her on. I'm going to bring her on now. Her name is Alicia. Here she comes. She should be popping on any second. So Alicia is coming in, and it's a really interesting story with her. So hopefully she pops on. But
I think she's
somebody.
here.
Oh, all right. Hey, listen, there's Cheetah with her drink. All right.
No,
Hey,
I still can't hear. Wait, can you hear?
Yeah, I can't hear it either.
Oh,
You
no.
can hear
No.
What'd she say?
Turn up your volume, maybe.
Oh, okay, I hear her, but she just sounds.
Okay, we can hear you a little bit.
Sound
Okay.
far away.
You might have to scream at us.
Well, let me introduce. All right, there we go.
Hey, there you go. I can hear her.
Right. So anyway, I just want to let me go ahead and reintroduce Alicia Fernandez. She is a young lady who is on a mission to open a spa during a pandemic. And I got to say that's wild. And God bless her for doing that. And Alicia, the floor is yours. If you want to talk a little bit about the spa you're opening.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Round table for having me. I'm really excited. The spa is going to be opening May 7th, Mother's Day weekend. I'm really elated about this. It's not a regular spa. So it's a day spa, right? But I call it more of a spiritual place where people can come and feel relief of anxiety and stress. Like right now, the pandemic has taken place. You know, everybody's been mentally stressed, emotionally stressed, financially stressed. There's so many things going on. Just having the kids all the time. So I created this place where people can come and get a great luxury facial, very affordable, in an area where it's needed, you know, for our people. You know, like we have a lot of places that charge us a ton of money, you know, to get these services. And I went ahead and I mapped it out where it's affordable, it's feasible, there's reflexology, there's stress relief, there's, you know, microdermabrasion, to be able to fix, you know, hyperpigmentation. We need this. We need to be able to have places that we can come and soak in CBD and take away the pain that our joints are feeling, you know, in a natural way without having to pump so much medication.
Wow.
That's exciting.
All right, sign me up for that. Krystal, maybe you two can partner up. You can do the coffee on one side, you can do the spa on the other side.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Spa.
I got my machine here.
I'm loving that right now. By the way, Krystal, I'm loving that sunflower back there. That sunflower's dope.
Oh yeah, that's
Is that a real sunflower?
No, it's fake because they don't last long.
Is that a real sunflower?
Sometimes I have real plants.
Cheetah.
So really quickly, Alicia, what's going on with the fundraising for this? I know you started a couple of things. You started a blog. You started a GoFundMe. How can we get the word out about your fundraising for this spa?
The fundraising, my goal was 2,000, right? Originally, I have a couple of other businesses besides the spa, right? So everything started last year with so many people. I own a skincare line. It started out with a lotion bar and a bar. The skincare line, I have over 150 products now for both men and women and children. That is all homemade, handmade. Then it went into a candle line, which became the Cozy Collection by Cellulose. My candles are all natural candles. I make them with coconut wax, beeswax, you know, all natural. I infuse them with flowers. I infuse them with sage. I infuse them with crystals. So, you know.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow, that sounds great. Sign me up now. I'm ready for that.
Sure about that, Peter? You sure?
So it started out last year.
It's
Going to be June 13th is going to be 1 year. So you need to
Okay.
From the boutique to a candle line, then into a clothing line, which the clothing line is coming out now in July.
Okay.
Crazy. I had the spa opportunity and it was something that I wanted. It was a goal, and the original goal was 2,000, and a lot of people have actually responded, and I raised 800. And be it as it may, as the universe works, I swear to you, I pulled down the fundraiser because I was able to get everything that I needed for the spa. Like, I had so many people that contributed merchandise, bought me chairs.
Wow, awesome.
Wow.
That's awesome. You know, Krystal, she's opening it up in your old, well, not your old neighborhood per se, but she's opening it up in Brooklyn. I think she's opening it up in Crown Heights. Alicia, you're opening it in Crown Heights?
Yes, I'm on Fulton Street off of Downing and Fulton. It's a very nice area. You know, it's an up and coming area. It's, you know, it's getting gentrified. You know, I'm not too happy.
Yeah.
You know, it's still really nice. There are a lot of nice boutiques that are coming up and everything. So, you know, it's going to be a great summer, man. It's going to rock. And I'm really happy and elated to be able to bring, healing, man. People need healing, and you know, and being able to find a place again where they can come. We have a juice bar in the front, right? So the place is equipped with a juice bar in the front, which is really great because I'm a vegan, so the juices work and everything. There's a barbecue, it's super dope. But then in the back, access to the backyard, and you know, it's really feng shui. When I'm gonna post the videos really soon when I
Oh, that's exciting. I'm gonna go. I'm visiting.
It is exciting.
That's all about
Krystal
me.
looks like she ready to go now.
I'm like, I
Right.
know now.
I'm ready. Hey, listen, can we do the podcast from your spa? We could all be getting massages and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
I think we can do that. Travesty, you gonna come up from Atlanta to do it?
Hey, as long as there's no weird rules that me getting in and out of New York, yeah. You know, the COVID rules are still crazy up there.
Well, hey, listen, I'll tell you what, maybe what we'll do is since we have a newfound legalization of Mary J, maybe we could smoke a Mary J and then go into the spa. That'll be a beautiful thing.
Yes.
I'll have a cheers. I'll always just cheers. Smoking's not my thing, but we will cheers to the spa.
Well, all right, Cheetah. So you know what? Put whatever you're drinking in the brown bag before we go.
Look, she's ready.
She is ready. We'll be ready. Be ready.
Party. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Krystal's really excited. I've never seen Krystal this excited before.
That makes me happy. Spa, smoke. Yes.
I totally missed what happened. Somebody tell me what happened. Did Wilhelmina toke? Is she toking right now?
Not at the moment.
She chilling.
No, she has. Do you not see? Scroll your screen.
I got the medicinal, so I'm good.
Oh.
Again, I'm cheering and I'm good.
Right?
You know what?
I ain't doing nothing.
Wait, here's the thing. Alicia, are you gonna have that at your spa?
I mean, I have CBD products, you know what I mean? So, you know.
Oh, well, that's good. Listen, that's great. That takes the pain away.
Exactly.
People are persecuting for smoking, right? And they legalize drinking. But, you know, that's because, of course, the government was able to make money, you know what I mean? For prohibition era and everything like that, you know what I mean? To take it and make money. So that's legal. But when you really think about it, everybody who's violent or alcoholics or people that, you know what I'm saying, are constantly drinking, killing people, whatever, you ain't never heard that no person that has actually been smoking cannabis or anything like that has gone.
It's true.
Right.
It is natural. It is natural.
That's true.
It wouldn't be grown. It wouldn't be from nature.
Well, that's true. You never heard anybody doing a crime that was high on weed. I mean, that is
or
true.
Overdose or nothing.
The only crimes that you got for cannabis was selling cannabis.
Yeah, that's dumb. And that was
that's
just
to
get us in jail. That's all.
Oh, please. I'm going to be bougie about it. Like, yes, anyway. Like, what flavor is that? I'm a connoisseur.
Speaking of connoisseur, Wilhelmina, we all got to get together and try to smoke out. We got to do a smoke out.
I would love that. You should do like a smoke out sauna room. When they like, that would be cool. Like
that would be a chilled
like,
room, a smoke out sauna room.
And you're like, that's funny.
That would be awesome. Alicia, could we do a smoke out sauna room in your spa?
No.
But if you was to create something like that, you talk about the people that would be coming in there.
Ooh, they would have membership for days, huh, Travesty?
Yeah, you would have to keep it open like 24 hours or something. I don't think anyone would ever stop coming if you was to do something like that.
It's a 24-hour day.
That's a good idea, though. That's a good idea.
That's a multi-million-dollar idea.
Yeah, sure. You'll never go broke.
Wilhelmina's got the hookup. Wilhelmina will supply it, right, Wilhelmina?
Every day, I'll be up in there.
Me too.
That'll be hilarious. We'll all walk around with prescriptions, go and get them filled, right? That'll be hysterical. Wilhelmina's got prescriptions straight. They could look at me in the pharmacy. Sir, are you Wilhelmina? Yes, I am. I am Wilhelmina. Yes, I am. Please fill my prescription.
I identify myself as Wilhelmina.
You got to add a couple of vowels after Sparrow. You got to call it Sparrow Reno, because then they'll believe me if I'm Wilhelmina Sparrow. You know, that'll work. You know what I mean? I don't know. Alicia, when's the big opening?
Puff puff rotation. Go ahead, girl. Cheers.
Yo, this is a first on our show. Never had nobody do that yet. Never had a pioneer.
That's all right. Okay, you puffing. I'm a cheers. Yep, cheers.
All right, Cheetah-Re's cheers. Cheers, Cheetah. Salud. Huh?
Yeah.
Really quickly, let me just ask, Alicia, when is the opening? When are we opening?
May 7th.
One more time.
May 7th.
May 7th. Okay.
Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Because I do work for the healthcare field. I am a recruiter for a healthcare company Monday through Thursday. So the spa will be open Friday, Saturday, and Sundays right now. I already have the booking app. It's up on the So You Need page. And the Glow with Soul Spa already has a page. A lot of people going to it. So I'm really excited. Getting a lot of positive feedback. I'm really nervous, because it is a new journey. I already got booked for a couple of appointments, and it's so crazy because my first appointment that got booked is my old director from the company that I used to work for.
Oh, wow.
Well, let me go ahead and pour. I'm going to go ahead and pour on that. I'm pouring right there. There you go.
Do you have Mother Day packages?
Right now it's $175. It's a 2-hour special. You get a full 1-hour facial. You get a body waxing, and you also a part of a body to wax, and then you also get a 30-minute massage. So it's amazing. It's gonna be lady.
That sounds awesome. It sounds so awesome, and I am so excited for you. I am so excited.
Congratulations.
Really quickly, are there going to be any Father's Day specials? Because fathers always get the fathers always get the shaft. Will there be a Father's Day spa special?
A lot of waxing for that one.
Women. I also have children that also like pervasion on their spine and things like that, like kids that have scoliosis. Children as well, very delicately, but they also need that too, because the kids are under a lot of stress too. Kids are not able to go outside and play, ride a bike or go skate or go to because of COVID. So it's like they're also going through it, so we have to be mindful as parents and as adults that their mental health also matters. We're putting them in a tablet, and then they have to take classes all day, in front of a screen. So, there are, head massages for them as well, and like temple massages for them as well.
Oh, that's good.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
So, Alicia, what made you decide to open it?
Pete, I'm gonna cut in right now because I like I said, I gotta leave a little early today.
You got it, Travesty.
Yeah, so I hate to leave, but this is good. But Alicia, nice meeting you. Nice meeting you, and I love what you're doing. I hope you have good success with it and everything. And
I want you to do me a favor. Inbox so I could go ahead and send you a care package from So Unique Boutique. I want to go ahead and send everybody in here tonight. If they send me their address direct, I can actually send you all. Okay,
we got your info.
Yeah, we got her info. We got it.
Okay, so give it to me, Peter, and I'll inbox her.
Yes.
You got it, Travesty.
All right, so I'm gonna be out. I'll see you all later. Wilhelmina.
Bye, Travis. I'll do your sign off tonight, okay?
Yeah, I got stuff to do. Busy man. But all right.
That's all right. I'll do your sign off. Don't worry about it. Bye, Trav.
All
right, brother. Be safe. Alicia, do you have husband and wife packages? Just out of curiosity.
I do. I have couple specials. Yes, I do.
Oh, wonderful. All right. So, all right, wonderful. So we'll do that then. Yeah. So I'll come down with the missus, and you can watch her yell at me. It'll be hilarious.
Cheers, Peter.
You're curious. I'm
we're cheering. Where's the cheers?
Wait, are we doing cheers? All right, salud, huh? Cheers.
Yeah,
cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Salud.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Salud, Zano. Really quickly, just a quick plug for Krystal D and her coffee. Krystal D, what are we drinking?
Oh, Stumptown coffee roast. It's their homebrew. It's delicious. It's good. I think it's Colombian.
Oh, I like that. All right, very cool. All right. Mm-hmm. So, Alicia, what we want to know is, what made you decide to? I know you said that you're opening the spa due to the fact of a stress relief, but did you always have a spa on your mind?
Okay, so I'm a Virgo, and I've always been healing, right? Like I'm into burning sage, and my belief is I believe in the Orishas, so I have a whole different, belief, and I'm Jamaican and Puerto Rican. I was raised in the islands, and I believe in natural herbs and natural healing. Period. Like there's nothing that I take. I don't like taking medication. I don't like taking pills.
Yeah. Same.
Me too.
That you can make. I have high blood pressure, so I control it by making a ginger tea and garlic.
Yeah, I do the same.
And garlic, and it's a mucus relief. I believe in it because it's a number one killer in the body. And
Black seed oil is good for that too. High blood pressure. Black seed oil is good for that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Black seed oil. Okay. Oh, yeah, that is really interesting. And we are so happy, Alicia, that you decided to come on and tell us about your opening. And we wish you all the best. And we will definitely try to get over there to your spa on the opening. We will definitely try to get there for that. And I'll definitely do some selfies. Krystal, you gonna do some selfies?
Of course.
Having me.
I'm jealous that I can't go. I'm too far to go. If I was in New York, I would definitely be there with my mom in tow for Mother's Day weekend.
You in Atlanta?
I'm in Virginia.
Oh, you in Virginia? Okay, so check it out. I have portable equipment. So since everybody else is in the tri-state area and can come to me, the next time I have a pop-up shop, which I'm actually going to be in Virginia for Black Beauty Expo, I'll come that weekend and let you know, and I'll come to you and give you a personal service.
Oh, you're so sweet. Please give me the information, but where's the pop-up? Because I may be able to come to the pop-up.
It's a Black Beauty Expo. I'm going to go ahead and I have the flyer. I'll go ahead and share it with you guys so you can know.
Yes, please do, because it's a beauty expo.
Yeah. Beauty Expo is coming to Virginia, and they also have one that's going to Atlanta. I'm also booked for the one in Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Do you know where in Virginia? Would it be Virginia Beach or?
I think it's Virginia Beach. I have the flyer. As soon as we're done, I'll get the information to you. I promise.
Okay, that's fine.
Awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, Alicia, I'll get that information over to you for Cheetah-Re. And everybody else, I will put the information out there. And on top of that, I will have everything up on our site by Monday for people to contact Alicia regarding the spa opening and more information, so on and so forth. Alicia, thank you so much for coming on. We really appreciate it. Is there anything you want to say before we let you go?
I really appreciate the opportunity for coming here. I love the vibe. You all seem like you're just super dope, and I love to meet you all, and like in person. And I just look forward to meeting you all someday. And man, let's just rock, man. Let's just make the rest of this year everybody on high vibrations.
Yes.
Super high vibrations, and don't let nothing hold us back. And y'all can all contact me and look me up at Producers So Unique on IG, and then there's at So Uniques. That's SO. The unique is spelled not with an E, is with a 3. So it's UNIQU 3S_ boutique. So it's So Unique's boutique, but it's spelled with a 3. Okay.
Awesome.
Pretty much it, man. Like I said, I wish you all success this year as well. Anything that I can help you guys with or whatever that you need me, let me know. If I can rock out and help, I will.
I'm so excited for you, and I'm looking forward to the pop-up. And when you come, hopefully it'll be a good time where I can be there, because I have a few trips for the summer. So we'll see where it goes. But congratulations. I'm happy and excited for you.
Thank you. I got you the information though.
Okay.
I will get all that info over to you, Alicia. I promise. All right. Be safe.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Nice meeting you.
Bye.
All right, that was cool.
That sounds so
That was really
exciting.
cool.
All right, Krystal D, we're all gonna go to the spa. You, me, I don't know, Cheetah-Re, I'll come down to Richmond and meet up with you down there for the spa. But
Okay.
Krystal, you, me, I'll bring the missus. We'll all go to the spa, and that'll be hilarious. That'll be a good time if we can do it.
Yeah, make sure you get videos and pictures and stuff. That will be
Absolutely,
good.
we got to do it. Absolutely. What about you, Wilhelmina? Wilhelmina, you gonna come to the spa?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
All right, then I'll see you too.
Oh yeah.
Make it a party.
Yeah.
Wilhelmina, really quickly, I wanted to talk to you about what's going on these days with your fight against the illegal trafficking. How's that working out?
Well, I've come across this, so through a lot of my endeavors, I've noticed that there's something that is happening on a local level that we aren't realizing that makes things that makes it possible for the human trafficking to even thrive. And so we have to start recognizing ourselves and the parts we play in feeding this machine, because if we don't, they capitalize off of this. And I want to petition for a social contract human rights law where, you know, this law should go under the Constitution. It should be a social contract that we all agree upon that should change every so often, because every era our social contracts do change due to our values, how we change and how we progress as a society. And one of those social contract laws we should be able to cover, because what they do is in human trafficking, the preparation process, they use a lot of local laws that they violate, but one individual will have that role. And like, for example, aggravated harassment, they'll, you know, stalk the victim, follow the victim, and then drive the victim crazy, where the victim is isolating themselves through acting erratic, and they know how to manipulate the perceptions of psychology and how we are as a society. We ostracize individuals because they're different, and we don't realize that these individuals who are acting erratic and emotional, and you know, we can't understand and grasp why they're acting this way, is because they're being driven that way. But it's subtle. It's a very subtle process. And you know, these traffickers could be your boyfriend, it could be some guy you met at the bar, a promoter, it could be anybody. And then they do these things to individuals, like harassing them or putting them down, beating them down mentally, verbally abusing them. And then the preparation process is not being held accountable. And then when they go to address it with the law, if you have an individual who's smart enough to fight against this stuff, and then they have information on individuals who are actively participating, if they were not forced to do any sex work or labor work against their will, if they were smart enough to avoid that, then therefore they weren't trafficked, and the trafficking law doesn't apply to them, and they cannot get proper assistance, which doesn't protect them from these individuals doing these processes to get them to feel isolated enough to want to submit to being trafficked. And so I wanna focus on a law that will address that a community should be held accountable for the individual things that they do that helps feed this machine. Like if a pastor or a daycare provider or a teacher is participating in human trafficking, there should be some type of alert that this person's constantly having parents being placed with ACS. They use these laws, they use ACS, they use the local laws, they use all these legal laws to manipulate and isolate their victims. And then once they are no longer significant to our society members, they're no longer under their protection, then they could be trafficked, they could be forced against their will, because now no one's listening to them. And we should be holding the communities accountable for that. And so that we can, ostracization is our way of handling things as a society, and I think we should address that. There should be something that protects people from being ostracized.
Mm.
These are the things that leave them vulnerable. And then, yes, we do, our laws do address being trafficked against your will, but the damage is done. Rape has already happened. Drugs have already been introduced. Children have been forcibly removed from the homes. You know, parents been jailed unjustly. And that's what we're seeing. I believe a lot of what we're seeing with these, the cops coming out that are killing the individuals, especially Black members of our society, is because we're feeding this machine and we don't even realize they're working for that. You know, why are they killing these young, healthy Black men? Are they trafficking their organs? You know, who's going to go and investigate this stuff? Who's going to notice that, you know, that Michael Brown's organs have been trafficked? You know, who's, you know, we don't know these things. And there's a whole underground market that that our society, our individuals of our society are unaware of. And then they are judging individuals who are trying to ask for help, cry out for help. And you know, I remember one time a mother, they were putting the pressure on her. They were always constantly pressuring her. They knew she was alone and she screamed. The woman was always screaming because of all the stress. Her kids driving her crazy, the social workers driving her crazy, and it's all deliberate so that this way, if she breaks, they could take her kids. And this was the language of that shelter. This homeless shelter did this. And then everyone just saw that crazy woman. Everyone judged that woman for being crazy, not understanding that, of course, if a woman's child is being threatened, whether it's legally or illegally. And when I say legally, you have an ACS case on a parent, and every move they make can be the removal of their children, then of course, yeah, you're going to see some very strong adverse reactions and some psychotic emotions that are very questionable. Because why? She's a mother. Her job is to protect her children. And if they are threatened and the law is tying her hands from protecting her, she is going to go crazy as a mother. It's natural.
Well, let me ask you a question. I mean, we're talking about how a pastor, how a daycare worker. What's the deal now, basically, regarding how, I don't want to say, back in the day, we used to call them chicken hawks, and they used to wait over at Times Square at the bus terminal. I don't even know if that's been around anymore, but we used to call all of the pimps back in the day chicken hawks. What's going on now? What are some of the more intricate ways that some of these people are actually getting people into human trafficking?
Well, they're no longer wearing the hat as a pimp. They won't even identify themselves as that. They're these young girls' boyfriends. They could be your local leader of that's like, for example, the pastor, you know, a pastor that you confide in and you talk to because you're going through spiritual issues. And in spirituality, a lot of young girls and young men are going through puberty, and they can't turn to their parents, and these individuals take advantage of that. So it could be a friend, it could be, you know, it came out in a Epstein case, the young lady that was recruiting the girls. And you know, she was a victim herself. But she understood if she didn't do this job, she wasn't going to get paid. And on top of that, she was exposed too much where she wouldn't be able to walk away either. So, you know, these things have to be, I think what we need to do is start educating each other what traffickers look like, and change the stereotype dynamics of what that looks like. The pimp with the loud hat and cane, you know, and stuff. But actually, that's a good 90% of our brothers that are in their 50s. They like to dress like that, you know. So you know, I know a couple of brothers that are like that. They'll come out with a gator hat and the gator shoes, and they're fresh, but they're not a pimp.
Anyway, I think it was really interesting in the fact that you pointed out that it could be possibly a preacher that would go ahead and actually pimp someone out. That's interesting in itself right there. But the fact that you brought up Epstein's girlfriend, that was even more interesting, because apparently she was trying to turn around and say she was doing this because she couldn't handle Epstein sexually. We all know that's bullshit, and that's why she's still. That's the biggest bunch of bullshit.
I'm not talking about his girlfriend. I was talking about the young lady that was recruiting the ladies. There was a young lady that was recruited from high school.
Yeah, but wasn't that his girlfriend that was doing all that? That actually, she's locked up now down in the hole in the teens.
The girlfriend was partaking in the molestations and the acts, but she wasn't recruiting the girls. She was actually she was a madam. But a lot of the girls that were being recruited weren't being recruited by his girlfriend. They were being recruited by other young ladies their age and their age.
That's true.
And then they were being sold that they're just going in to do a quick massage, and then they will turn into something more, which is usually how that situation happens. And and a lot of times, like I always say this, we're worried about the fact that they're going to kill individuals. And can you go and address that? Sorry, I think
there's the payoff.
No, I'm sitting across the street from the salon watching them do their hair, and I think they're done. So but yeah, what was I saying? So
the younger girls were being recruited against, recruiting younger girls, and they were afraid, so that's why they were recruiting.
Yes, we have a lot of times that these girls aren't even aware of what they're going into. And then they're sold that, they're going for modeling or even simple jobs like waitressing, because not every girl gets glamorized with the modeling aspect. And then what type of girls are targeted, what type of men are targeted, why they're targeted. One of the things that that's what I wanted to say. When it comes to addressing this, a lot of people, I'll get a lot of aha ideas. This is how we take them down. And then people are like, you're going to get yourself killed. And then I'm like, well, they're already killing everybody. They're already killing people. People are already dying for this. So, and it breaks my heart. I witnessed a situation where a guy used a child to intimidate a woman, a mother, and that child wasn't his, but he was walking down the block holding someone's child's hand. And the people that were vulnerable to this, it was most likely an immigrant. And why? Because it was a young Latino child, and the gentleman was a Latino male, and he had tattoos all over him, and he's holding the child, and then he used the child just so he could be able to walk past this mother to intimidate her. So and that the child was just a gateway, because everyone automatically sees a child and an adult, they automatically assume that's the parent and the child. So we have to learn how to identify these things when we're seeing this. We also need to start holding people accountable for calling ACS on mothers and getting these children legally trafficked, because once they're in the foster cares, they get lost in the foster care, and then they could get kidnapped from there. So and the foster cares can be used as a breaking in, process, rapes, molestations. So these are the things that we don't want to address, because it's so ugly, because it could be your neighbor. It could be someone right now, there's a child as we speak that's being violated, being prepared for this type of world and this type of work. And they, in their mind, feel there's no hope. How do we give people hope? And I also believe legalizing prostitution will help with that. I think if we do that, which New York has taken a stance going towards those steps, which is good, but we need a strong regulatory system of sex work and what trafficking really looks like, and hold it as a community standard, not just an individual standard.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up, Wilhelmina, because you know what? It's legal in Vegas. I mean, everything's happening in Vegas. And not that I've been to, that's still one state I haven't been to. Not that I've been to all 50 states, but that's one area I haven't gone and partied to. But I do know not only Vegas, but obviously Amsterdam. And I've had a lot of friends go over to Amsterdam to enjoy their bachelor parties. And they went to the red light district. So you know what? It might be another way to bring in revenue. Might be another way to tax it. New York State, of course, we're always the last to do all of that. But hey, listen, we legalize weed. So that might be the next. Prostitution might be the next.
And we should regulate it where you should only be allowed to sell your own body. No one should be able to be an overseer of your body and selling.
Exactly.
Exactly. That should be like your own business if you want it or whatever. It goes to you.
Well,
yeah, get tested, all that stuff, health insurance, you know. So I mean, they should get all that.
Well, let me ask you ladies this: you think I can make any money doing it? All right, Krystal.
Listen, there's someone for someone. There's someone for someone.
Some people have.
Ariana said something funny. She's like, "Yeah, you'll make money off the 80 and above, the women 80 and above." That's what she said to me. I was like, "Oh, great, thanks." So that's it for me. I know I'm out. No extra money for me.
Hey, $100 for a hug. Come on.
You know what she said to me? She said, "You know what? You can get their Social Security check if you're lucky." That's what she said to me.
You get on their will? Yeah, I mean, you can try. I mean, listen.
You know what? PDG, male gigolo. There you go. There it is.
Yeah. And yeah, it's funny. I think it's an interesting field, you know. I see it as something that, you know, we demonize sexuality so much, and we haven't gotten ourselves to a point where we can accept our own personal sexualities. So the idea of selling sex can be very taboo to a lot of people, even those who partake in it. They'll partake in it and then they'll turn around and be like, "Oh my God, that girl is such a whore." It's like, you know, but we do live in a very judgy world. People are very judgmental. So it's hard to address these things without meeting the derision and the judgments that it comes with. You know,
I hear you on that, Wilhelmina. You know what's funny about that? You know, when you said, "Oh my God, that girl's such a whore," you know what's hilarious? Okay, the girl's such a whore. Why she gets in her brand new Mercedes Benz and you're getting into a Toyota Camry? You tell me. I'm just saying.
I don't have 2 kids. I'm a virgin.
Yeah, I know exactly.
I'm just saying. Okay, she's got a Benz. What do you got?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
you know.
exactly.
So, but it's usually the women that hate on it. I mean, to be honest, and look, I'm not putting all those women down, but they hate on it. They hate on the fact that she's driving a Benz and they're driving a Camry or one of those mom station wagons or soccer mom vans. You know.
Yeah, but women are gonna hate on women. Period. It doesn't matter what you do. And I learned that when I became a single mother, I was like so worried about that, because people are like, "Oh, why do you care about what other people think?" It's not that I care about what other people think. It's I care about the actions they choose to take because of their perceptions of me. And you know, and then you think, you know, I remember sometimes people coming at me and condescending because I was dressed wearing a skirt and looking really cute in the summertime, and I work out a lot, so I like to show off my body, especially I'm going near. I am gonna show it off, the assets, because I'm proud. And but you know, oh, because I'm a mom, I should, you know, wear stuff like this and and stuff like that. And then another thing is culture plays a part in it. You know, first of all, a lot of Caribbean people from the islands and hot areas, we're used to showing off our bodies because it's too hot to wear clothes. That's just a fact. So you know, so it's like we need to respect that, you know, and especially in this country, we are a melting pot of that stuff. So you're gonna have people who aren't as reserved in their culture, and that's not wrong. They shouldn't be trafficked just because they're more likely to be into their sexuality or something, or open about it. Like, you know, the Caribbean culture is very big on that. Jamaican culture in Jamaica, you know, the girl who's dancing sexiest and doing dance hall, she's the queen out there. That's respected. But here, you know, we'll look at that same stuff and we're like, oh my gosh, we're teaching our daughters to pop their butts and stuff like that.
Well, you know what? I don't mean to interrupt, but you know what? That might be here in New York, but if you go down to Miami, it's respected. I got you on that. Wilhelmina, I got you. And you know what? I would love to continue this, but unfortunately, it's that magic time, and we have to say goodbye.
Yeah,
but Wilhelmina, thank you so much for popping in. We really appreciate that. You rock, Wilhelmina.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, listen, Wilhelmina, before you go, do you have anything you want to say to everybody before? Oh, I see the kids the kids are in the car. All right. Is that? Oh, yeah, I see the new hair. I see the hair. Very nice.
Oh, yes. Oh,
wow, very nice.
She's like,
Yes, I
Get
love
it, girl. Get
She
it.
looks great.
Yeah.
She looks, they both look great.
How old
Absolutely.
are they, Wilhelmina?
good. All right.
How
Yes.
old are they?
Say hi. Hi. And then
Look at that, 3 little divas.
Oh, so
My-
cute. Hello. That was like, please, no.
yeah, that she's at that age. All right, guys.
All right.
To say, I say people, we should evolve into greatness. We should struggle to evaluate our values, and if we really want to make change, we need to, it goes back to the simple taking responsibility for ourselves first, so that we can
Exactly.
understand how we contribute to the, I have to sit back and evaluate how I contribute to the problem all the time, and we all need to do that. So yeah.
Absolutely. Well, Amina, thank you so much for popping in. We really appreciate it. And I'll be in touch with you. You already know that, because I'm going to let a little bit something out right now. I'm working with Wilhelmina about producing another show, and I'm not going to say any more, but Wilhelmina was cool enough to work with us on this. And Wilhelmina, you rock, you're dope, and your kids back there are dope. And really quickly,
Yes,
for
they
legality,
are dope.
for
Thank
legal
you.
purposes, Wilhelmina, you're okay with letting us show them on the air? We're okay with that?
Yes, you're good. My babies out. I love showing them off to the world.
Oh,
I
okay.
know that's right. I know that's right.
All right.
Love it. Love it. Wilhelmina.
Bye, Wilhelmina.
Bye.
Until next time.
See ya. All right. And now,
All right, so now there are 3. Here we
now
are.
there are 3.
The babies are
Krystal
so
D,
cute.
let me just say one thing about Krystal D. Krystal D, your hair pulled back is dope. I just want to say that.
Oh, really?
Your hair is pulled
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I
This
love-
is my
yeah.
lazy
I
I love
told
it.
her. I told her. I told
I know you
girl.
did, Cheetah.
You did. You did.
And Cheetah, I just want to put it out there again. Love the hair, Cheetah. And you are
Yes.
rocking the braids, girl.
Oh,
Love
thank
it.
you. I'm trying.
I love it.
'cause that
Yes,
hair was
girl.
too much maintenance for your girl. It was pretty, but it was too much.
Well, let me tell you, Cheetah, you're rocking it, and I'm really,
Mhm.
I really love it. Absolutely. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and sign off. And Krystal D, if you want to go ahead and give us the honors.
All right. Peace and love, guys.
All
Right,
right.
be
Peace and
safe,
love
wear
back to
your
Krystal D,
mask,
Cheetah-Re.
social distance, all that good
Wait a minute.
stuff. Cheers.
Cheetah, you're taking my lines again. What about Travesty's line? Cheetah, you
Yeah.
know what? You know what? Wait, yeah, before we do that, Cheetah, before we do that, I will go, and then Cheetah, you could do Travesty's line. How about that? Is that fair?
Okay, go ahead, Pete.
Okay, well, I'm going to say
Oh,
this
wait,
really
wait,
quickly.
wait, Pete. I just want to say this real quick. You was not supposed to take that drink to the head and not say cheers. She was talking and I saw you. You was like, oh. I was like, look at him taking it to the head, but I didn't want to interrupt her and say nothing to you about it.
Cheetah, let me just say this. First of all, I'm drinking on an empty stomach. Okay, let me just say that. I'm on an empty stomach right now, and I got the pasta cooking in the back over there. And Ariana's
still
on the
drinking?
couch. Yeah, no, but Ariana's on the couch. She wants me to make her pasta, so I definitely got to go. She already threw something at me.
Definitely gotta go. Take it to the head. All right, Ariana.
Cheetah, if you want to go ahead and give us the well, actually, I will do the sign
Go
off
ahead,
on
you
my
go
side.
first, and then I'm gonna do
All right.
Travis.
Yes, that's right. So really quickly, everybody, I want to say wear your mask, even though Cheetah stole my line, wear your mask. Please wear your mask. Get vaccinated, because I got vaccinated. I got my Pfizer, and I'm hanging in there, and I'm still alive. And please wear your mask. Cheetah, over to you.
Okay, we out. Be out. That was Travis would say. Be out.